Hi guys. What's happening? Dave the Film Junkie here. Normally I would do my normal segment called In Other News with the comic book filter and everything. But we're gonna talk about Ghostbusters again. Kind of tired of talking about this movie, but the stupidity just continues on. It continues on, guys. And currently right now, or at least it was about 10, 15 minutes ago, Leslie Jones continues to have a meltdown on Twitter, firing back at everybody who's given her shit all day. If you go to her Twitter, you'll see that all day she's just been fighting with people online, on Twitter. She's trending. There's a hashtag for her. I forgot what it was called. Let me pull that up. It's called Love for Leslie J. Okay? Now, I've read some of the shit that's been sent to her. It's racist and decrepit shit. Like, I was going, ooh, Jesus Christ. They fucking, wow. It's bad. It's bad. But when you fire back, guess what? You're feeding the trolls. Stop that. You're basically, to a group of vampires or zombies or something like that, you just cut your hand and you're squeezing blood at them and they're going nuts now. You just don't do that. Okay? Now, a lot of people might say like, oh, well, hey, you can't judge her about how she handles the harassment and being attacked. First off, this is not physical. She's just spitting shit back into the ether, to the Twitter ether, okay? People that she'll never meet in real life, just people sitting behind here just going, I'm going to piss her off more. Unplug. Please. Unplug. That's all you got to do, Leslie Jones. And it sucks that she's going through this because of this stupid fucking movie. I feel for all the actresses that are going through it. She's getting it the worst because she's firing back. For some reason, she just can't help herself from not firing back. Just unplug. Do yourself a favor. Unplug. People are going to hate you no matter what. Who cares? Who cares? Now let's get to those box office numbers and all those fluffer websites that keep on saying that Ghostbusters was a success. Oh, it's a triumph. It overcame so much. And no, it did not. Okay, guys? It did not. $46 million for a summer blockbuster Ghostbusters movie is not a success. Can we come to a happy medium, please? Let's meet right in the middle, okay? Because I was wanting this movie to be better than it was. I want more Ghostbusters movies. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan ever since as far back as I can remember. Always been a Ghostbusters fan. I was born like a couple months before the fucking movie came out. And just constant. I loved it. I want more Ghostbusters. But sadly, this movie was not good. And I have a feeling that these fluff websites that are saying that it did an impressive solid are just, I don't know what they're doing. They're kidding themselves or they're worried about backlash. Who knows? Comic Book Girl 19, thank you. Not like she's going to actually see this video because I'm just a little tiny presence on this little YouTube thing. She uploaded a video today that is awesome. I posted on my Twitter. I'll post it down below, but don't watch it just yet. Don't watch it just yet. But the video is called Why Being Honest About Ghostbusters is Important. She saw the movie. She did not like the movie. In my video that I posted last week about the bad marketing, the stupidity that's going on, I used her video as comparison to James Rolfe's video because he got a huge backlash for not wanting to see the movie or review it. She didn't get touched. They said the same things, but he got harassed and just threats and everything. She didn't even be touched. She mentions that in this video and how unfair that was and mentions how sexist it was because he's a man, she's a woman. Oh my God, I want to marry this girl because she just brought out all the points I did plus more. So I suggest watching that video after you listen to me just fucking yell stupid shit in this microphone right now. Let's look at Hollywood Reporter, okay? Finally, a website that is not backing this up. And to be fair, if you like the movie, you like the movie. That's fine. You just cannot say that it was a success. This is what they had to say. This is what the title of the post was. Box office analysis, why the Ghostbusters reboot may haunt Sony. Yeah, that's right, Sony. You. God. And this is what Sony had to say. This is what Josh Greenstein, president of Worldwide Marketing and Distribution, had to say, "We are ecstatic with this opening. We have successfully restarted the important brand." Bullshit. It's almost like Warner Brothers saying that they were happy with the way Batman vs Superman did. And see, I can admit that. Why can't other people? I've been backing up Batman vs Superman ever since it was announced, and I've gotten hell and shit on about how it performed in the box office. It was not a bomb, and these same sites that are saying that Ghostbusters was a success are saying that Batman vs Superman is a bomb. What the fuck is going on here? I admit that Batman vs Superman underperformed. It did not bomb. It almost made $1 billion worldwide, and probably with the Blu-rays and the digital downloads, it probably will make it past that number, maybe. I can admit that. Why can't people admit that Ghostbusters underperformed? I don't understand that. This is what Hollywood Reporter has to say about this. But box office analysis and rival studios are skeptical that Sony has indeed relaunched the storied franchise, considering $46 million is a problematic start for a movie with a net production budget of $144 million. Ideally, they say it should have opened to $60 million or more. I totally agree with that. I think having just the Ghostbusters name in general should have got you $50 million right out the bat. That's like the SATs, and just spelling your name right just gives you this many points. That's the way it should have already... It couldn't beat out Secret Life of Pets second week, and that only was for $50 million. It should have made, if you put a good movie behind the Ghostbusters brand, I'm thinking 70 to 80 million right there. Right there. And this is another thing. This is what Jeff Brock, a box office analyst, had to say. The more I ponder it, the worse this scenario plays out. Curiosity played a big factor in the $46 million debut, and as such, I doubt it will hold like a typical Feg comedy. In fact, I think it's going to drop big time when Star Trek Beyond and Ice Age Collision Course open next week. Yeah, it's doomed. Star Trek Beyond is tracking well. It is at almost a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ghostbusters is doomed. And I hate the fact that I'm saying that, and I know people will just shit on me for saying that, but admit that this was not a success. If you liked it, that's fine. I'm glad you did. I did not, but I can't sit here and think that this Certified Fresh and all these critics stating that it was like a good movie, that it's validated. I think a majority of them were just fluffing it up because they were either worried about backlash or it was that form of sexism like, don't worry, I'll help these ladies out. I'm a guy and I'll help them out. Richard Roper got shit on. He got harassed. He had to make a follow-up video after his review of Ghostbusters to talk about why he, like all the backlash he was getting and saying that people were stating he was sexist and misogynist. Everybody's forgetting about previous female-led movies that have come out last year. They don't remember Star Wars. They don't remember Mad Max. They don't remember any of the other movies. They're only focusing on this. It's like people just always need to attack somebody. It's fucking nuts. I don't understand what's going on with humanity nowadays, where these special little snowflakes feel like they need to attack no matter what. They don't look at previous. They're only looking at now. They're only zeroed out. They're in this box where they only see now. It's just freaking, it's nuts. It's nuts. I just can't. A well-respected website that I follow, that a lot of you probably follow too, I won't say what it is, it's a comic book website that said it was the funnest you'll have at the movies this summer. A comic book website is stating that Ghostbusters is more fun than Captain America Civil War? What? But then you look at the author, and then you go, oh, that makes sense. Because I think that this author, and as well as that other author that I mentioned in that video I posted last week, I didn't mention any names, but I think you guys know who I'm talking about. He's a furry amoeba, and the website's a birth. You know what I'm talking about. They want to do this just to piss off the people that give them shit. They want to piss off their trolls, which are just people that just don't like these people because of what they say. I'm blocked by both of them, by the way. The one that wrote this article, I got blocked by him a while ago. I don't even remember why. I know why I got blocked by Furry Amoeba Dickhead, because I was being super sarcastic to him. And that's what they do. They don't want to have any kind of debate. They don't want anything. They just block. That's all they do. That's what they do. They cover their ears. Now, my opinion is the only one that matters. No. Sorry, I'm really going off. But it's just, and it sucks that this is the case. It's frustrating to see what's happening with Leslie Jones right now because I feel bad for her. Even though she needs to just take it in her own hands and her solution. I mean, everybody be like, "Oh, what's your solution? There's no solution in that. This needs to end." It's like, we can't just go to each person and be like, "Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it." The only solution that we can do to mend her situation is for her to fucking unplug. Get off the internet. You don't need this. You still have a career. You're still on Saturday Night Live. You're still a stand-up comic. Do that. That's your shit. Get offline, Leslie Jones, please. There hasn't been much from Paul Feig, too. I mean, he said something about this Leslie Jones thing, but he knows that this movie was not a success. Yes, it's his most successful movie that him and Melissa McCarthy has had, because I read that, too. But it's a Ghostbusters movie. It should be way more successful. I read that this movie needs to generate $300 to $400 million just to get a profit. Just to make the investors happy. There's no way in shit that this movie is going to make that feat at all. It's not opening in China, which is a big market. And yeah, it's got other like Russia and other places that it needs to open still. But this market was the biggest one. And it only made $46 million. Okay? So fucking fluff websites. Stop saying it was a success. I'm out of breath. Stop saying it was a success. It's not. It underperformed. It's not a flop. It's not a bomb. It underperformed. Let's meet in the middle. If you enjoyed it, fine. That's fine. If you want to continue that, that's fine. But don't say that it's a success. And Sony is shitting themselves right now. I know they are. They were expecting higher numbers, and guess what? They didn't get them because of shitty marketing and just an overall just a bad movie. Like it started off great. In my review, I stated that I liked the first half hour because the jokes were hitting, everything was hitting. But I think if it was like its own movie with this cast, if it was its own movie without the Ghostbusters stuff, it would have done well. But you throw this in here and it's just, no. And I'm going to make a video in the next couple weeks, look forward to it, called Why Ghostbusters 3 would have been a huge success for Sony. Passing of the torch. The old characters, young, fresh characters. Gold. But Sony, fucking morons. Amy Pascal, fucking moron. Paul Feig, fucking moron. Especially when he just lashed out. The PR for this movie has also been shit. Leslie Jones is still continuing this shitty PR right now. She needs to fucking stop and needs to just, she needs to relax. I don't want to hear something about her, her just losing her mind. I don't want to hear that because sadly, I thought out of the 4 characters, she was the most authentic of the characters. I felt like she was the most real. The other ones, not so much. I didn't, especially Kate McKinnon. I was not a fan of the Kate McKinnon character. She was not authentic at all. All right. That's all I got to say about that, guys. Hopefully, like I said, I'm going to make one more video that's called Ghostbusters 3, Why It Would Have Been a Huge Success for Sony. But other than that, I just want this shit to go away. There doesn't need to be a sequel. I don't think these ladies and Paul Feig could handle a sequel. It's just going to be more backlash, just right on it, just piled on. But I think if they might be arrogant enough, and hopefully they didn't sign up for multi-picture. I know they wanted to make like a multiverse, a cinematic universe, have a different team, like a guy's team and this team. By the way, Ivan Reitman, he confirmed today that the whole Channing Tatum and Chris Pratt like Ghostbusters movie, all false. It's all bullshit. That rumor, that was started probably by Sony, who saw the backlash they were getting for this Ghostbusters, so they're like, okay, let's talk about, we'll have one for guys too, don't worry. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything at all. Should have been a team of guys and girls. Should have been done better, passing, we can talk about that. I'll talk about that in that video, and I appreciate you guys listening and watching. Watch Comic Book Girl 19's video down below. Go check that out. I'll also post the Hollywood Reporter's link too, okay? Because it's just ridiculous how like a lot of these sites are fluffing it up more than it actually is. And then when Batman vs Superman came out, man, were they quick to shit on it. They were quick to shit on it. They didn't even give it a chance. And there's some people, mainly the nameless furry fat shit, who doesn't even want to watch the Ultimate Cut to see if that helps a little bit. Even though there's big movie names out there that have been holy shit, I like this movie now with the 3-hour cut. Paul Feig apparently has a 3.5-hour cut of Ghostbusters. I'm wondering if that would actually make it better. I think it probably will, slightly, but probably not, because that would probably include that stupid dance number that's supposed to be in that movie. No, thank you. All right, guys, appreciate you watching. Let me know your thoughts about it all down below. Catch my breath. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.